we're starting. There we go. All right. We are live. Get some stuff taken care of here. All righty. This is going to be fun. We got the, as far as the eye can see, big field. Hopefully it don't take as long as it says it's going to, but we're going to cut on it for a little bit. Kind of relax on this Saturday night. Hope you all enjoy it and feel free to chat away. Go ahead and hit play on him. Go to the next feller. Hit play on him. And we get to play unload them. Hey there, Sweden. You're already here. Just the man I wanted to talk to. How you been, buddy? Been good? Me too. I've been really busy here lately. Sorry about the taking so long to get back with you on that last one. I agree. It's probably the mod. It's my burden I bear. But I really like them mods. Just kind of getting everything around here. It's going to be a little slow start. Go ahead and take this to the elevator. Since my auto drive ain't working. Well, Sweden, you do anything fun this week besides school? Nothing exciting, huh? I put a long week in at work, I'll tell you that much. I was ready to jump on there, had some chores I had to do this morning, and I was ready to jump on here and just kind of clear the old brain out. Man, this truck ain't got no power. Might have to get rid of it, Sweden. Got one hill and one job this truck's got to do, and it can't even make it up the hill. Come on now. Darn combine's gonna be full by the time we get back. That is ridiculous. $5 mile an hour up this hill. I mean, I get it, we're fully loaded, but Jesus. There we go. I think it would handle that hill better than that. I was doing the course play for that field there, Sweden, and that one combine said by itself is going to be 7 hours, and I don't know if I'm going to sit in the chair for that long. But I got 2 combines on it. So maybe it won't take that long. I'm hoping to get it done quicker than that. So I'd like to get these fields cut. So we can move on to tillage and stuff. Get the old big horses out. Need to go buy another truck too. See, I thought I put the big motor on this thing, but it acts like it's got a tiny motor in it. No cop, no stop. Oh, don't want to do that. You know, honestly, I think I'm going to just do like I guess the BTO operation would mean really anything Sweden. So I'm not for sure which route we'll go. Kind of might base that on what chat says, to be honest with you. I don't know. BTO to me is kind of like big land and big fields and stuff like that. But it don't mean we can't do animals. What you got in mind, big dog? And I guess we'll have to see what the could do. You know, if there's a certain crop or a certain animal you're thinking, we could do that too. Except for potatoes. Well, I hope it's fun to watch. Trying to figure out if it's good gameplay that's fun to watch, or a lot of mistakes and goof ups and not being able to drive or work stuff, or send my trucks up flying in the air again. Oh, by the way, I did make a Twitch account just for you, buddy. I did do that. I haven't got it all, you know, situated with the picture and stuff like that, but I did look at it, and I did make a, what do you call it, a profile, I guess. So that could be something in the future there, and we'll take your word on it. Again, I don't know too much about it. I know of it, and that's about it. Some of that stuff I watched on there, I don't know if it almost seems like you got to be a girl and a DJ at the same time and dance and play music to get views. I don't know how to do either, and I ain't one. But we'll definitely try it out. I'm just trying to figure out how to go about it. Do I want to put this on Twitch and stream this live? Or, you know, do another series on it, or do the ranch series on it? Been kind of neglecting the ranch series, to be honest with you. Been trying to get this one underway. Trying to refill this thing. There she goes. He's still good there. He's almost full. So we need to start going over around them, get them picked up. And I didn't do the straw swath thingy again. Darn it. One of these days I'll get right. How's the weather been like in Sweden? Been good. When do you guys what time of year do you guys usually start getting snow, or have you already started getting that? It really depends. Yeah, that's kind of how it is here too. I've seen it snow on Halloween here. Think you'll get snow in early November? That's not too bad. Like I said, I've seen it snow here around Halloween, November, and I've seen it dry, no snow, and then when January comes around, we just get dumped on, or February, and then we always got the April Fool's snowstorm, it seems like. It seems to me like everything's kind of out of whack by a couple months anymore these days. When I was a kid, you know, white Christmases was the thing, and now sometimes we're lucky if it does snow on Christmas. So I don't know if anything's shifted or what, but you doing any sports in school? Or are you just kind of working? Oh, really? I'll see. I learned something new. You do boxing? That's pretty kick-ass, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. What's your record? Well, this is going to suck because I ain't got enough room to get him completely unloaded. And I don't think he'll start again unless... Oh, he is going to start. Haven't competed against nobody yet? Hey, there. I got faith in you, buddy. Just the fact that you want to start is more than most. What's your fighting weight? Or you got that figured out yet? Not sure how we would do it there, Sweden, but your first fight, I think it'd be cool as hell if you could record it and somehow send it to me. I don't know, through email or whatever or something. No, not fighting weight. Like how much, like your weight class. You like professional, they do featherweight, lightweight, heavyweight. Stuff like that. I'm going to send him to the job. Deliver to P. Grain South. Start job. Well, I can unload these guys. You don't weigh that much? Yeah. Just remember, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And you already got a leg up advantage on it. You say it's fun. I don't know anybody out there that gets punched in the face and says it's fun, so you're already a tougher dude than I am. is this guy going? I don't know what this dude's doing. Oh, you know what? I bet I didn't put him on the first waypoint. I just put him on the nearest. That's the way he went. So I'm sitting here getting mad at this guy, and it's my own fault. Typical. Just throwing that chaff all in the front of this tractor. It's going to run hot. One of these days I'll figure this course play out. A lot of wannabe gangsters in your school. Man, they're everywhere. Just remember, old Mike Tyson had a phrase: everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. A lot of them guys will punch them in the nose, they'll cry. Just don't ever be afraid of coward's courage, is what I call it. When there's 2 or 3 of them and they're only tough because their buddies are around, but you get them singled out, they're scared little girls. It's from my experience anyway. Keep forgetting he's going to take off as soon as I get underneath him. Yeah, you're right. It's darn good to know, and it boosts your self-confidence too, bud. Once you know that stuff, and it wouldn't hurt to learn other stuff too, like like I know, what is it, jiu-jitsu or whatever. You know, a lot of the old school stuff was just karate, but that's good stuff to know. When I was back when I was in the service, I got real confident in myself when I learned the combatives, the hand-to-hand combat stuff. I ain't gonna lie, you know, it made me feel like a pretty bad dude. So training is important. And then you start learning and you just keep doing repetition, 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 and it becomes second nature. Turn around and get this other guy if he's still going. Man, he's caught up to him. Oh, he's following the same deal. I gotta put him on. So we're going to pause him real quick. I'm gonna stick him over here. And we're going to go to nearest. Hit play. What are you doing? Alright, I guess I'll let him go with that. As long as he's chopping. Holy crap, he's actually... Don't tell me he actually started working right. Ha! I love it. Heck yeah, he's gonna come back on his own. I couldn't. When I was trying to figure this out, I couldn't let. He wouldn't do that to save my life. That's awesome. There are really as many obese people as yes. There are a lot of fatties here. There is definitely a lot of fatties. A lot of obese people. There's no like for me, like I'm 6'1", and I weigh 220 pounds. I've got what they call a beer belly, I guess, but it's not that big, and I really don't drink that much. Me myself, not to talk big, I'm a pretty solid dude. I'd be classified as probably one you wouldn't mess with kind of thing, just at first glance. I'm actually pretty nice and don't like that kind of stuff, but just looking at me, you would think different. But and there's a lot of people out there like me. Don't get me wrong, there's just as many as in shape people as there is, but we got a lot of laziness over here. Instead of, going out and hunting your food like we used to, there's a lot of just sit there and not do nothing, watch TV and eat potato chips all day instead of going out and working and being active. It's we've made it so easy over here to, like fast food and stuff like that. It's pretty bad. It's almost kind of embarrassing, really. But I would say there is a lot over here. But there's just as many in shape people, I would say, as out of shape people. And you're right. It is very sad. But I can't change everybody else. All I can do is change myself. I can't. It's like that deal they say. You can't control what goes on around you. You just kind of control how you react to it. So, what I try to do is I make sure, I'm not the healthiest thing out there, but I make sure I can hold my own if it ever come down to it. It's also kind of bad in the cities here. Yeah, I could see that. Man, that guy made it back. I can't believe that. But no, every country's got their problems. Ours, honestly, and you'll never ever hear me talk bad about this country, because I am truly blessed to grow up here. I really am, and there's a lot of people that'll talk and say the same thing. We've got our problems that we're not happy about, but realistically, when you put us next to a lot of countries out there, we've got it made in the shade, bud. And unfortunately, that's going to be, I think, our demise too. But with like obesity and stuff like that, and diseases because of it, it's never good. But what I would say, if you want to, it's kind of one of those deals. I never tell anybody to take my word for it. and I never try to say things to win people's votes on something. But I would say if you ever get the opportunity there, Sweden, you get old enough to travel or you get some money underneath you, come check it out yourself. It's definitely worth seeing. It's something you got to see. We do it differently over here, and you'll find out we do a lot of stuff kind of the same way as you guys. Because one thing about our country is we're a mixture of different countries all rolled up into one, and I think that's what might be the reason we are good at what we do and this stuff like that, because it's a culmination of ideas from other countries. So we got a lot in common, and then we got a lot uncommon too. See how full this feller is over here. He's 33%, and this guy's 43%. He might make it around. So I need to head this way. But if you ever do, you need to kind of set you a week. Land on the East Coast somewhere, drive around there for a day or two, and then fly out to the Midwest. Stay around there for a day or two, and then finish your tour off on the West Coast. And what you'll see is it's almost like 3 different countries all in one, And each state over here kind of has its own thing too. So, like I said, it's kind of hard to explain. We have a lot of differences and everything like that over here, but I will say this: whenever something happens, we do, believe it or not, all band together. No matter what our differences are, and we stand together and fight and do what we got to do to make wrongs right in our favor. So, and honestly, I'm pretty sure every other country out there in the world's the same way. I wouldn't think, that they would, per se, be selfish or anything like that and only care about themselves. Well, it didn't happen to me kind of thing, so why bother? That's not how it works here. Don't get me wrong, we will do some stupid stuff over here and bicker and argue about the dumbest things you ever heard of. But I can say this: when the worst comes to worst, we will all stand together and, lock arms and put our differences aside and destroy whatever's trying to destroy us, and then we'll go back to fighting and bickering amongst ourselves. Kind of like children, really. Let's see, 59. I don't know about you, Sweden, but this is a big darn field over here. I mean, look at this thing. It's huge. Stockholm, they wouldn't do that? I think the closest I've ever been to your neck of the woods, I want to say I was in, I know I was there, but I'm trying to think if it's the closest I've ever been to you, I was in Leipzig, Germany. I flew in there. I don't know how far away that would be from you. I'm going to guess probably a couple hours or more. Can't remember now off the top of my map how far away Germany is from you. Thought they were pretty darn close. Place I actually want to go visit, because I think it'd be cool, is Ireland. I thought that might. I think my family originated from Ireland, and of course, way before my time, before my mother and her mother and father and all that. But I thought that'd be pretty cool to kind of see that. It's really quiet. Like the audio? Well, what's quiet, buddy? Or do you mean in quite, like quite far away? Oh, I'm quiet? Something come unplugged? I am quiet. Let me see here. See if I can adjust. Hold on just a second. Let's see what it's doing. That's normal. Maybe just because I'm not. Oh, you just wasn't talking. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I can ramble on. I just figured give you time to ask a question or something. I'm pretty windy, but sometimes I gotta breathe. You're right. I was thinking too hard anyway. Get him unloaded on the go. Now, how do you guys over there do your? Do you guys get like a summer break, or do you go, or how's the school work over there? You got any months off? Like over here, we get the summertime off. You have a lot of breaks? Yeah, that's what it. Okay, so you guys are pretty much kind of like how we do stuff over here with that. 'Cause we got 3 months off. Well, I don't know more, but that's how they do stuff here. And then, you know, your holidays, obviously. And every other break is a week or two. Nice. So let me ask you this: what is your guys's cash crop over there, like for farming? What's your number one export, whatever it is, like grain wise, or like potatoes, you know, or stuff like that? Because I like learning stuff like that. So, oh, okay. Well, if you ever figure it out, let me know. I'm definitely curious about that. Well, it seemed like over here, for instance, it's all kind of where you're at. Like in my neck of the woods, we do a lot of corn, we do a lot of soybeans, and our main thing is wheat. And do what they call sorghum. Cotton, we do a lot of cotton here too. But if you go south, in the southern states, we do, you know, your cotton, your peanuts. I want to say they do rice down there too, but I'm not for sure on that. And then of course they've got wheat and stuff too. But in the west, they kind of do more of your, like in California and stuff like that, I've noticed, and I'm not an expert on this by no means, so take it lightly. I want to say they do more of your vegetable, you know, like your tomatoes and lettuce and stuff out there. They got big old fields of that. Strawberries. Florida is really big about strawberries and stuff too. Kind of just depends on your weather, pretty much. Tell you what, I'm glad to be getting over that sickness I got. Holy crap. I'd rather take a beating than go through that again, to be honest with you. That was no bueno. I had to take a couple days off of work, burn up some of my vacation. I couldn't tell you what it was, but it had me down and out. I watched that last video that I put out, and man, I could tell too. You could just, I mean, hear it in my voice. Just didn't have no energy. Yeah, I'm going to quit following him. I'm going to go ahead and dump, see if this guy goes and unloads for us again, which would be sweet. still got the truck fired up over there, so he's still sitting in it, so we might be good. Yep, he's gone. Well, what we do is we got vacation days. We accrue them. And like a lot of companies will give you sick time too on top of vacation. But the company I work for, you just get vacation. And you just use it in lieu of other stuff. That way you get paid for not being there, you know. But I have worked for a lot of places that they will you know, have you sick pay so you don't have to use your vacation up. It's pretty much you just do what you got to do to get by, kind of thing. It all gets paid the same. So, and this guy over here is not cutting nothing. So we're gonna change something up real quick because I'm not having this course play stuff. Oh, keep hitting the same button. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna fire him. I'm gonna jump over here, and I'm gonna fire this guy. And I'm gonna take over. I don't like this. And I know it's a me thing, not the game. I've got to get this course play stuff figured out. It's driving me nuts. I'm watching all these guys do it with ease on YouTube, you know, trying to get ideas for an episode or something like that, and they've all got it figured out, and I feel like a big old dummy because I can't get it to work right. Like, I just got done before I went live. I went on here and I looked at somebody how they did it to run 2 combines on here, and I swear I did it exactly like they did, and it will not work. So I don't know what the deal is. But I will say one thing I do know how to do. Let's come over here to the edge of the field and just hit H and hire a worker that way. Come in here and get rid of this course play stuff. I want to do this. Clear current course. Back. Come up here, get him lined up. Hit H. And then we'll go back to this other one. Turn him around so I don't get those, what they call lands. We'll come and pick that up later. It's Old Faithful pretty much right here. Start him on this side. Hit H, hire him up. They're going, and then they'll just keep doing up, down. And helper F is blocked by an object. Let's see who that is. He's not blocked. He's not blocked. Let's see if he can do it 2 for 2. Don't see nobody blocked. Here I was thinking he was going to turn in front of that car like he normally does. This guy's doing all right so far. I often wonder when you hire workers, because you got different ones, I wonder if some for lack of better words, I wonder if some are smarter than the others. I honestly do, because some of them just, I mean, are just complete, how do you say it? Dummies. I mean, let's be honest. Like, I watched a guy the other day doing this very same job. He had all day to turn, but he stopped and paused, and he didn't turn in until, of course, an oncoming car was coming. And then now you got this person here. I don't know, is that a gal or a guy? That looks like a gal. Yeah. You play FS19? I will say this. I like 19 better than I like 22. And I said what I said. I know 22's better. What is my dog barking about? Sorry about that if you can hear that. She's she's a youngin', she's a blue heeler. She's starting to find her voice. Needs to learn that there's an inside and outside voice. What breed is this dog? It's a blue heeler. Cattle dog. She helps me out with my cattle here at the house. I need to we're gonna buy another truck and trailer. Her name is I call her Pretty Girl. She comes to that, but her real name I call her Apple, and she'll come to both. I named her after my very, very first dog I ever owned. And was one of the smartest dogs I ever owned. Just an old mix, nothing special dog. And she was a darn good dog and lived with me for a long, long time until she finally died. So I said if I ever got another smart dog, I was going to name her the same thing. What kind of truck we want here? I don't want to spend a lot of money there, Sweden.
Where do I put it?
Put it up high.
Huh?
Put it up high.
Okay.
Where they can't get to it. Is that what she was barking at?
Yeah.
Figures. Volvos are usually pretty strong. And they're Swedish? Oh, we're definitely getting one then. About a VNX 300. Or, here's the only Volvos I got. Let me look real quick. Phoenix. I'll have to look for some more mods to get more Volvos. Well, here's your 3 picks. Which one you want? The VNX. It's a good choice. Okay, we're just going to leave it base. And then we'll, when I get more money, we'll upgrade the power and all that stuff. I don't think it's got power upgrade, to be honest with you. It's got... how much power? 500 horsepower? That should be plenty. And it is $184,000. Wow. Was it really? I thought it was cheaper than that. 149. So why is it 100 and... what changed on it? Is it that right there? There's 159. Mirrors. We don't need no sun shield. We don't need no special horn. I wonder why they would put all that stuff on there. Don't need no arrow parts. There we go. That's a lot better. You're looking to buy a Volvo Titan in real life. Really? Heck yeah. Well, I hope you get it, buddy. Back. So we need a trailer now. We are going to go. I've already got trailer figured out. We are going to. Oh, which one is it? It's not that one. 73. It'll probably be that cheap one. There's 80. So come over here to our first one, which we just passed. 59.5, I think. Yep. Pace setter. Nothing special. Just buy it. Back. He's getting full, so he'll stop here in a second. Don't know why I keep hitting this button. Tab. So he's back. Let's get this bad boy started up. Hey, sounds pretty mean. You might be onto something there, Sweden. It's got a 12 speed in it. Yeah, it's definitely crying. But the only reason why I'm good with it, Sweden, well, hold on, I'll show you. Not good on the landing gear, but I did it anyway. Cute. I just hope we can get somebody smart to drive it. Now we need to get a job for that one. This one. Create a job, go to. And I want him sitting right here, facing that way. Start job, and he'll start out there. He's going. Tab over. Dump this guy out. But the reason why I'm not crying too bad, because look how big this field is, and I still got two more over there on the other side that both of them together just decide we're gonna have plenty of money. Because the only thing we got to buy is fuel. One good thing about a BTO series, you might spend you got to spend a lot of money to make a lot of money. My wallet is going to be crying when I go to lime and fertilize these fields. More than buying that semi truck. And truth be told, by the time we're done with this field, if I'm able to finish it before I stop going live, then I might end up buying another truck. Who knows? But since you're so dedicated, I let you pick that one out. Put a little bit of Sweden in this for you. Okay, he's empty. So now we need to go find this guy. I mean, 62,000 is still a lot of money. I mean, that ain't nothing to shake a stick at. actually going to, what is it? Oh, not that one. I want that. There it is. I want to hit the augers together, so I want to close that. And spin this one around. Then we can open her back up. And what's good about this, hiring the workers this way, is I don't think they'll move until you empty them out. And while we wait, we can check on that truck. He is still coming, so he's figuring it out. I ain't gonna lie, Sweden, that truck looks pretty good. And I could be wrong, but that looks like the same woman driving that truck as it is this one. Look at that. Same woman. That's funny. Okay, so that one's done, so we need to go rescue him. Cool. I can't drive straight. It's like I've been drinking or something. Oh, come on, get up that hill. I think I'm going to actually get me a manual gear shifter for this game. I've got one that I could use, but I've got it set for the front end loader and stuff. I'd like to keep it that way and not confuse too many buttons, but I know they make like actual shifters for these, and then they've got another setup for like a steering wheel and everything that they've had out, and they want a couple $100 for it, and I might end up getting that too. I don't know. Might do that, but I think I'm going to hold off doing that to see it, until the channel starts growing. I've got a lot of learning myself to do. And I think every time I get on here, it gets better and better. I could be wrong. Come on, get up the old hill. Have to see when 25 comes out there, Sweden, see how many, see if any Swedish tractors come out with it. I think it'd be cool if they would come up with a mod like you and your dad did with the putting the V8 swapped. I can't remember what you guys called that tractor off the top of my head again, but I remember you guys said you V8 swapped it. So that'd be cool if they'd make that an option in here. Go from an inline motor to a V8. No field, that's what it was. 342. Actually, I'll look on and see if they got, I know we're almost, into the 25. So they're not doing as many mods nowadays. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to take a picture of that with my phone real quick. That way I can remember that. I'm going to do some looking for you, see if I can't find one. We'll figure out how to put it to use. Field 342. Okay. Got a picture of it. All right, we gotta get this guy working. He's costing us money, just sitting there. And I'm gonna do a big no-no, but I don't care. Just to get him going. Oh, optical illusion. I thought it was forward enough. Kind of have a storm going through right now, and we've been needing the rain. They're not that strong stock. It's a pretty small tractor. Well, is it? Let's see here. Small tractors. See, I got the Zeters. They're only 25 horsepower, and that's a pretty old tractor. That's 1948. Here's a, how do I pronounce that? Buer? That's 1975, and it's got 100 horsepower. Newer Zeter, 2012. Fent, there's an oldie, 96. Steyr, I think that's how they pronounce that. 82. There's a 79 Volvo. Salek. Oh, okay. Now, when I say old, what I'm thinking of is stuff like this. These are the old workhorses that I know. And then this stuff here is really my jam. The John Deere 4000 series and the 4320. And an old Massey Ferguson. But again, I'd like to, I'll see if I can't find some stuff and do some research for you. And try to find some of these old, surely somebody's made a mod for it. But we can get that and put it in the game. I mean, obviously we'll have to get rid of it if it starts flinging up in the air like the last truck. Get him unloaded. Or I mean, we go get the truck loaded. Make some of that Volvo money back. I'm just kidding. I needed another truck. And that Volvo is a stock truck for the game, so we shouldn't have no issues with it. But all these mods, we shouldn't have an issue with it either because they go through Giants. I mean, I guess it is possible they missed stuff. But I will say this, I am very excited for Farm Sim 25. I just hope it ain't a big letdown. I'm pretty excited from what I've seen on the, what do you call it, the previews and the YouTubers that's played it already. But I think they're going to give it, the modders, they're going to give it like a week or so earlier to the mod people and the influencers. That way they can get a head start on it and learn the new systems. So we shall see. Yeah, I'm going to jump out and go get this guy lined up, get him all set up. Well, you saw the trailer, it really looked good. Yeah, they got a lot of cool new animals in there and everything too. I just hope it matches the hype. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go on the back hopper first. Usually you don't go on the back hopper. Put the weight on the tires. Oh yeah, they ain't allowed on the PS4. You are right. That sucks, man. But at the same time, I understand why they're doing that. I don't agree with it because I think when they force you to buy a certain console, that kind of blows my mind. But it is what it. You know, I get it because the game's getting so. How do you say it? Advanced and big that. You know, the older stuff can't handle it. But I seen it coming, and my computer doesn't have the space for it. Trying to think. Should be able to, I don't know if it'd be a cheaper alternative to do or not, but you should be able to upgrade your computer. You know, you have to learn a little bit or find somebody that knows how to do it, but you should be able to upgrade parts and pieces instead of having to buy a whole new computer. I mean, a lot of people will tell you it's just easier to go buy a new computer. Yeah, the PS4, that's why I ended up getting a computer, is because I seen the writing on the wall. Back when they were talking about Farm Sim 25 coming out, and they said they didn't think it was going to be on the older generation, older consoles. And I got to looking at it, I was like, yeah, the PS4's, you know, X number of years old. I mean, I think even the PS5 is almost 5, 6, 7 years old now. But I will say this, the graphics, just the graphics alone, I think the graphics engine is why they did that. Because I don't necessarily think they want to do bigger map sizes, but at the same time I've heard that too. But I didn't think the PS5 could handle 4X maps per se. But my computer that I've got, I don't think it's top of the line, but I made sure the one I got was going to be able to handle what I was doing. And hopefully handle it for a while. My knowledge on computers is about as good as how I know how to run course play and auto drive on Farm Sim. So hey, my PS4 on this game sounded like an airplane too. So thing that might help it is blow it out. Might have some dust in it. So, but if you keep it really clean and everything like that, and it sounds like that, it's probably getting pretty hot. Put her on a loop too. Dog. Create job. Load and deliver. No, we just want deliver. Feed grain south. Looping. And start job. See if he can figure that out. he's going completely the opposite way, so that's always good. He's on 51%. That one just started, just unloaded, so we will go up here. Yeah, if there's any way possible I can help you, I'll help you with that problem. But I just don't foresee how I could help you. Trying to think. But yeah, the computer, my personal opinion after doing both, I would say the computer's the way to go because you can do so much more visually and, you know, game-wise. I think you would enjoy the game a lot better, but it's a personal preference for a lot of people. Unload him on the go. Kind of nervous. I've got both trucks en route to go to that darn elevator. We don't have a 5-car pile up. I guess I ought to look off over here and see if I see anything flying in the air. Did I tell you how big this field is already? Holy crap. But I'm going to try to get out some more episodes. I need to get on the ranch again and do some more of that. I'm going to try to get a little, I wouldn't say more motivated, but work's been hectic here lately, so I've been doing that and just not have enough energy. It ain't no excuse, but I'm going to attempt to, I want to get on a schedule. I think that would help me more than anything. But I think my last video, what was it, like 21 minutes or whatever, and I got on there and I think it said 52 views, I think is what it was on, but it said the average view time was only 1:20, so I'm trying to look into it and see what it is I'm doing that's make people like, yeah, this sucks. So got to work on that a little bit. Oh, look at that, perfect timing. But like I've noticed on, you know, live stream, you know, I'm sitting here talking to you. Do I know a lot about two-stroke engines? I know enough. All engines are really, internal combustion engines are the same. What's your problems with it? Runs, but it sounds weird in the cylinder. Like pinging, or trying to think. A lot of things we have wrong with a two-stroke is high revving them all the time like you do, and then being air cooled, they kind of just pound the crap out of themselves. And You know, like you can fry some rings. You could have a ring in there scratching the cylinder wall up. You could have a chunk, or it could be hitting on a valve. Kind of really depends on what the sound is. You know, even if you got a bearing loose down at the crank, it could be jumping a little bit because it's wore out. I know it'd probably be hard to kind of describe the sound of it, bud. Now that is weird. Doesn't start when you kick it. You have to roll start it. So something you're doing when you kick it isn't giving it enough rotation to keep it going, but roll starting it does, because it forces it to keep going. Instead of the kick just does it and rotates it a couple times and then it stops, but the roll starting it keeps it going until you stop rolling. Does it smell after you do that? Can you smell fuel pretty bad when you kick it and it doesn't start? No? Okay. The reason why I'm asking that is because I'm wondering about your spark. Because you need, just like a fire, you need three things to make a engine kick over. You need air, fuel, and ignition. So if you ain't getting one of those, she ain't gonna run. But when you, what's got me curious is when you roll start it, or AKA dumping the clutch, that's weird. So I want what's the octane fuel you're running in that thing? Is it 87, 91? Because that'll make a difference too, and that'll kind of go along with my my piston ring idea. Because if you got a piston ring burn up in it or cracked off or anything like that, it's not sealing. You ain't getting the compression. So the type of fuel, it's got to have that compression to go. But I find it weird that I asked my dad and he said it might be a piston ring. Yeah, I'd probably listen. That'd be the first place I look. And no, honestly, those motors, depending on what it is, and two strokes like that, it's so easy, and the parts are usually generally pretty cheap, and it don't take much to get in there and pull them jugs out and pull the head off and everything like that. You can leave the crankcase altogether and pull the jug and the head off and go in there, inspect it, and just replace it. If you're already in there, just go ahead and replace all the parts. I don't think a piston ring set would be that much, and then you can go ahead and replace the head gasket and the jug gasket and everything like that, torque everything down, and the problem might fix itself. You don't necessarily have to know. You want to get in there and inspect it, but you don't necessarily have to know what's wrong with it. If you just do that, that'll 9 times out of 10 cure your problem. If the problem continues though, and it didn't fix anything, man, I hate to tell you, I don't know off the top of my head, without doing a little research myself, because that kind of makes no sense why it'll do it on a roll start, but it will not do it on a kickstart. So the noise you're hearing and the not starting, unless it's getting forced to turn over a whole bunch, could be your piston ring issue. And depending on how old it is, that'll be a that'll probably most likely be it. Because in 2 strokes, you gotta, you're all the time just bah, bah, just to keep them going. So that'd be my first look. And obviously, like you already said, it sparks normally, so you've probably already looked at it, but I'd constantly, as the older they get, I'd be constantly popping out that spark plug and, inspecting it. If it's black, or it's hot, got color, knock the tip of it off. And spark plug will tell you a lot of what that engine's doing. Where is this guy? He didn't empty all the way. Go ahead and finish emptying him. We need to create a job. We need to do looping. It's an 80s moped, but my brother swapped the cylinder like 2 years ago. What brand? Do create job, right here, buddy. Start that job. Target is unreachable. Okay, so let's fire him then. See, this is the kind of crap I'm talking about right here. It's a Honda MT5. Honda's a pretty easy to work on, and they did that because all their racing experience, so that kind of made it into the factory. So I bet you that thing's pretty easy to. What size? How many cc is it? Is it a 80, 50, or 125, or even bigger than that? Why is it saying that target is unreachable? 70 cc. Yeah, they should be. You should be able to just go in there, and I do believe on mopeds. I'm not for sure that exact one. I'd have to look at a picture of it, but I think because I used to have a couple of mopeds when I was younger, just goofing around stuff, and the motors are pretty accessible. I think you just yank the top end of that thing off and just go through it. I think it'll fix your problem. I don't know how hard parts are to come by over there and how expensive they are over there, but I want to say I wouldn't think I'd have to put it in my dollar terms, but I wouldn't think a top end rebuild kit for that would be much more than. I wouldn't even think it'd be over $200. I think you can get it cheaper than that, to be honest with you. Like I said, I don't know what that would be in the euro or whatever your money is. But I think you got. I want to say you got an easy fix, but I can't explain what it is. There you go. Now just go find find one that's got something wrong with it, but the motor's still strong, and swap the motor out, bolt it right in. And then pull that motor and put it on a table and pull it apart and go through it, and then have you a refresh rebuild while the one it's still going, and then whenever that one craps out, you got a fresh one, throw her in there. But it should be on them. I'm guessing you got 4 or 6 head bolts on that thing, and then you got the 4 jug bolts, and that's pretty much it. You know, I'm sure you got little bitty bolts in between there, but I don't think it's that complicated. I bet you could probably. I bet if you started it and you had all the stuff there to do it, I bet you could get some reading material on it and probably download a PDF of a manual, or at least an exploded view. That way you can see what it's supposed to look like on the inside and get a pretty good idea, and I bet you could have that thing rebuilt in 2 hours. I'd almost be willing to bet that. And these hills are going to be the death of me. Can't remember which one Helper F is, but one of them, the combine's got a full grain tank. Man, it is raining cats and dogs outside. Well, if the stream suddenly ends, it's because I lost power. Storms around here are pretty wicked sometimes. Okay, so he does not have a full grain tank, but he's pretty close. I'm sure that other combine over there is stopped. But we're here, and the other one's clear over there, so we'll do this one first, unfortunately. I hate that he's dropping that straw swall. I hate it. Just another thing I gotta plow over. I think I can. I think I've got to, let me see if I can do, since I'm running them the regular way. Let's go ahead and fire him. And can't remember what the button is, so I have to turn this on. Straw swath. Seal straw swath right there. Oh, I need to refuel the vehicle. Well, it's a good thing I stopped him then. So let's just head on over to the old Ford. I love this truck. If I get another one, this is going to be kind of how I get what I get. Yeah, I'll just pull across it. It is what it is. But I just like the looks of this thing. This would be my dream truck right here. R for refuel. I think we're close enough. Trying to refuel it. Tell me I gotta be on a certain side. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Closer to it, maybe? Refuel R. There we go. Just had to be in that sweet spot. Anyway, that truck even sounds mean. Truck says a lot about you. I know over here in the States they say if you know, you guys got a big truck, it's because he ain't got something else big, and I don't think that's true. But it's whatever. People can say what they want. Start the engine. Save the straw swath. And higher. Yep, we are good to go. I'll just leave this sit for right now. He's on 82%. And he is completely full. He's just going to sit for a second. Because I know it's by the time I drive over there to get him unloaded, this one's going to be ready to set go. Come on, make it up the hill. We're just tearing the fill up, spinning. That's crazy because this tractor's got four-wheel drive or four-wheel assist is what they call it. And it's got 458 horsepower. Should be able to handle that grading cart without spinning the wheels, but it could be the gear I'm in too. But see, Sweden, we already got $75,000, so we're starting to go in the right direction. Come on, hurry up. Oh, we need to get rid of this. I ain't gonna be able to stand that. So much better. Yay, he's finally done. It's got a pretty decent unload speed, so we should be able to get over there to that other guy in a jiffy. For my next trick, I'm going to try to figure out how to get the grain cart to unload these combines. Something tells me that's going to be trouble, and I'll have to figure that out off stream. And hell or high water, I'm going to get this stuff figured out. I refuse to give up. Got 63%. I'm going to go this way. It's flatter down here at this end of the field. So we got to chug a lug up them hills too bad. Get some speed out of this thing. Can't really see where he's at. He's probably up on top of the hill over here. It is a good looking tractor though. The inside's pretty cool too. See, I'd like to run a lot inside the cab here, but it's hard to get stuff lined up and pay attention. Now if I had the VR on this, which could be an option down the road, I ain't gonna say it's not, but I'd like running in cab. I don't know, I just think it makes it more realistic myself. Oh, we got lucky. He's right down over here. Heck yeah. Sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then. Now, you never want to do this in real life. You never want to be in road gear and driving across the field, because we'd be just bouncing, tearing equipment up. Wonder how he's doing on fuel too. Jump out and look real quick how he's doing. What did he tell me? Diesel 375 liters. He's okay. I don't know how many we fill, what a full tank on that is. I do actually like other games. I don't know, like, which ones I would do. Like, if you're talking about streaming or recording, there's I like racing games. There is one. It's called what is it, BeamNG or something like that. But the reason why I like that game is because they got another thing that goes with it. It's called automation, and you can create cars and make it for that, and that'd be pretty cool. I thought. But I don't know, like I said, with being on the computers and everything like that, and me being new to all of it, I don't know, like when it comes to storage space and stuff like that. Like, I think I got a lot, but I don't, I don't want my computer crashing or dying because I've, got too much going on with it, if that makes sense. But we might see something. I usually just play this game. I watch BeamNG. I'm playing on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, I like that. I like Wreckfest. I'm trying to think of some other ones I watched. I watched a lot of that GTA roleplay stuff too. Let me drop a gear here and get some speed going up this hill. But there is a game out that I want to play, and I can't play no more because I got rid of my PS4. I ended up giving it to my nephew. But that'd be, it's called World of Outlaws 24 that just came out. I had the original one, and I loved it. But I could also play iRacing on this. But again, I'm talking about, worried about the storage space, or do I need to go get an external storage thing, or you plug it in only when I use it, or I'm not really technologically advanced when it comes to that stuff, so I don't know. I'd like to venture out and not just make it farming, but if I got too much stuff going on, I don't know if necessarily people will like that or disagree with it, or it's not like I got a lot of viewers. I like to think my viewers now are solid and very supportive. But we'll see. It's up in the air. And there's still a lot of this field left to go. That's crazy. Who's some of the other guys you watch, like when you watch BeamNG and stuff like that? You might watch the same stuff. Oh, you play it? Okay. So when you're not watching me on YouTube, what's your usual go-to? Kendall Gray. Is that one guy that I think it's is it Gray Still Plays? Is that the same guy? No? I can't say I've heard of him then. I have to look him up though. You used to watch Gray Still Plays? I honestly, it's funny. If you go like, because I've got an actual, I pay for the premium because I don't like commercials. Probably the worst financial decision I've ever made, but I did it. And if you go on mine, and I still watch him. I don't watch all his stuff. Like, it gets kind of old after a little bit, you know, with how he goes about it. But I will say this, he knows what he's doing. He definitely does. He knows how to keep you hooked and keep you entertained. But me being, 35 years old, there's just some stuff he does that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to turn this. Because what I find funny is different than what, most his viewers find funny. But he does pretty good. I like watching him challenges he does. Summer car videos. I watch a lot of, when I watch him, it's mainly the GTA challenges where he, uses different vehicles to make it through the challenges and everything like that. I don't think I've seen any of his summer car videos. Another guy I watch is, his name is Bay Area Bugs. I watch his stuff. I watch a guy named Jeff Fabiano. Civ Ryan. I watch Daddy Demu. He does baseball and football. And that's pretty much it. If I'm not doing that, I'll watch history stuff on there. But history ain't for everybody. Some people hate it. Combine struggle. Well, he's gonna make it. But that hill is gonna give him some trouble. He's spinning. But if I didn't do the 4-wheel drive version of it, I bet he wouldn't have made that up. Especially with a 90% crane tank. They're trucking along. On this. My Summer Car is a great game. I think it's alright. Oh, okay, does mostly outdoor stuff. Oh, the other one I watch is the Hoof GP. I think is what it's called. I can't think of the guy's name. But what he does is he's over there in Scotland, I think. And he does a lot of hoof trimming on dairy cattle. And I find that stuff interesting, and I learn about it because I've got cattle of my own. And if I ever have one that's got a bad hoof or something like that, I try to get knowledgeable about it so maybe I can help without having to call somebody out. I don't know, make myself more valuable in my own mind. This hill is ridiculous. I know I keep saying that. That's a big hill to be carrying up weight. Kendall Gray. I'm going to have to look that up. Is he located over by you, or is he over here? From Kentucky. Oh, heck, I forgot about all those. I watch Kentucky Ballistics is what it's called. That's pretty funny stuff. has to deal with firearms and stuff like that. If you ever get a chance, I do highly recommend you go check out his channel. He's a pretty funny guy. And then Demolition Ranch, Brandon Herrera, those guys are all three of them. They kind of do stuff together too every now and then, but they've all got their own individual channels. They are hilarious. I sometimes, I'll giggle, but then there's sometimes they'll do some stuff that I'm just, splitting my side. So if you ever need a good laugh and want to see some cool guns and stuff like that, those are your channels you want right there, buddy. See, I don't think I watch that much, and then you say something, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I do watch this stuff too. I tell you what, that Kentucky ballistics guy, he is very lucky. I was watching his episode that he put out. He was shooting a 50 cal sniper rifle, and he had a hot round, and it exploded the gun on him. He about died. But he's known for like big, bore guns, and man, he's got some that I wouldn't even want to shoot, and I like big guns myself. Where's this old fella at? He's probably going the opposite way again. Yep, well, of course. Going the wrong way. But he's still moving, so that's always good. And he just shut her off. We might have to get a bigger grain cart. And 1051 should be 1,051 bushels, because we do stuff different over here. We are chewing away at this field. It is getting smaller. Imagine if I had 2 X9s out here working side by side, or 3 of them. See, that's the goal of this series. I want to work up to them X9s or them bigger combines, running them 50-foot flex drapers, and we'll make these fields pretty quick. But at the same time, like I said, it's go up here and look at the map. We gotta own all of this, so it's a lot of field. Like this one here would be ridiculous. Field 10. How many acres is that saying? 421. It's a big old field. Mile section is 640 acres, just to kind of give you an idea. Been pretty impressed with this tractor though. They ain't been liking the paces we've been putting it through, but it's doing them, and it's doing it with a smile on their face. Maybe put that other truck, send him to the grain elevator again and see if he does it. That one truck we've got has been doing really good, going there, dumping the grain and coming back. Same spot, same time, same channel, and that person we got in the Volvo just, it'll go there, but it don't like coming back or dumping all its grain out. Don't understand that one. I'm just gonna have to spend a day and figure out this this auto drive stuff. Comes down to it, I'll actually have to put my nose to the grindstone and do it. Get rid of that marker. That's me trying to do the auto drive stuff. Alrighty. I do like this truck, Sweden. That's a pretty good deal. I have to spend the money and get her all built up fancy. Kind of like that triple axle it had there, but I just didn't want to spend that much money right off the bat. I wanted to make sure we had enough. Now I'm going to attempt this. We'll see how well she works. And give her one more option. One more opportunity. Go in here. We are going to create a job. And we are going to go to deliver. Feed grain south. We're on a looping. And start job. 18 speed.
My mom said she'd be back in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, so there it is, driving. It's already drove into a tree. So that's good. You figure that one out, bud. I ain't gonna mess with this truck because he's already done good. So we'll fire him. And go back here one more time. Create job. Looping, feed grain south. Start job. And he's not doing it. Why is he not? Create job. Figuring south, looping. Start job. Okay, so it's there. Holy goodness. Don't turn in there and hit a tree. Don't do it. Okay, clear the trees. We'll hit a pole. Or the fuel tank. Chad, I think we might have a winner here. A little crooked on the driving, but I guess we'll find out if he can get all the way over here with no issues. And I ain't gotta come rescue him. What's this combine at? 94%, so we need to head to him. Help is on the way. I'm coming. And it never fails. I guess I'm always gonna be unloading them on the green side. I love the graphics in this game. I hope 25 blows these out of the water. I don't think they will, but that'd be sure sweet if they do. Radio station you're listening to. Radio something. Can't think of the. Can't read it. Come in there crooked a little bit. Yeah, we'll call that a win. And it says B is blocked by an object, so that means I'll probably have to come rescue the truck driver. Oh, we're empty, that's why. Duh. Okay, so let's get pointed this way. And we will tab over to... Oh, he ain't made it yet. %. The yield on this field ain't good at all. None of them are. We're never going to have to line and fertilize, and that's going to be an arm and a leg. It would surprise me if I spent $150,000 on fertilizing and liming these fields. And if we put corn in there, we'll have to put nitrogen down. Get the old anhydrous rig out. machine though. 5860. Bullet roll. I just think it's cool how they got all that stuff in here, the turn and spin. That's a lot of detail. I mean, you gotta give this model a little bit of. Anybody that makes equipment for this game, I mean that can't be easy. Unloading station is full. Great. I bet it's not full. I bet you just like coming in at a weird angle that other person's figured out. So let's fire you. Run over the pedestrians here. That's what we do. Oh, we got the front hopper unloaded, but he never seems to get the back hopper unloaded. So we got a little bit in the front hopper too. Yay. Wasn't too hard. See if we can get him to come back over here. You know what? I'm just going to do this, see what he does. You're driving back, skip task. Skip task. I think I might have messed up. Yep. Oh man. I messed up. Well, the other one's coming back, so that's all that matters, I guess. Okay. What is this? I'm pretty sure off-roading is not a part of your route. Like, that made total sense right there. Sweet, and I think we found some of your FS19 drivers. You know, I could sit here and watch this all day, but I've got to get this guy unloaded. That's just plumb ridiculous. They've had 2 games or more games out. Giants has been able to fix this problem, and they can't seem to do it. Like, it makes no sense. This one's driving straight. Oh my goodness, it actually made it to the dirt road. How many fields and trees we're going to take out on the way there? Like, clear as day on both sides. But I bet you he hit right through one of those trees. Just because. He was feeling sassy. It's one of those shake your head moments. I guess it's the things that make harvest interesting. Might be able to get this guy on the right side. All right, Mr. Comet, there you are. have to look at the settings, see if I can turn in the view distance, the rendering distance a little farther. But I don't want to. The game runs pretty smooth for me with these settings, and they're pretty good. I want to kind of take a chance of screwing that up. Like, I think I got a good computer, but I don't know how great a computer I got. And I don't want to find out its limits either. I do like this view. You got to kind of keep on it. I guess I can do this little deal in 271.3. 270 is what we're looking for. 269, 270. And we need to slow her down. Let her catch back up. Now we'll start add again. Bump up the cruise control to 6. It's like it's hard to match these speeds. In real life, they got a deal. It's a GPS thing that the combine, as soon as they get close enough, they can link up, and the guy in the combine can run this tractor. He can bump the speed up or bump it down, because he can see inside that hopper how high the grain is. So doing good. $98,000 in the bank, so we're making money. We're going in the right direction still. Wouldn't surprise me if by the time this field's done, we got $200,000 in the bank. Unless I gotta get rid of a truck again. I'm trying to join the Space Force and buy another one. About tired of doing that too. We are creeping a little bit. Closer to the combine, so put her back on 270. Speed up, come on, man. There we go. We probably already emptied. Yeah. I done screwed up now. That's all right. Let it go. We're almost to the end anyway, so no harm, no foul. That is still a lot of darn wheat to harvest. Well, one truck made it back. Don't see the other one coming down the road yet. Probably have to go around checking fuel before too long. Let's go check out on the small combine here. on this monster truck of a hill. Try to keep her as close to 1800 RPM and better can. Yeah, pipes out. Had to go through all these combines after this field and just upkeep them. Probably got a lot of wore out parts on them. I'm almost thinking one of them mother bins would probably be a good purchase. The big walkabout bins. I don't know if they have them Sweden in your 2019. Can't remember. I thought they did. I'm not 100% certain on that. But the walkabout bins might be a good thing to have. I wonder how much they cost, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because if we had one of those, we could actually get rid of a truck that we don't need, you know what I mean? What am I doing? Wrong menu. So here we go. 113,000 and the big one that holds 141,000 liters, and this one holds 211,000 liters. You just park them on the edge of the field and run through them. I know the squad and them on their farm sim, they do that a lot of times on their BTOs. But I don't know that. I don't know how realistic that'd be. I mean, I know they're real because they make them, but I don't know, something to think about. Go back over here and see if that other truck made it back. Yep, the other truck did make it back. So he's good and unloaded. Let's sit up here on top of the hill for a second. We're fighting over turf there. Alright, now that that's done and over with. 37%. I don't know what it is about the map, but it's map. It just does not like truckers. How much? 848 liters of fuel. This one's got half tank. Okay, so we need to go fuel him while we wait. Man, that sounds so good. Slinging the old mud. Plain Jane interior, though. Not a fan of these interiors, I will say that. Going a little too fast for this field. Get up here a little ways. Little tab. Got him off right beside it and fill up. There we go. And this should empty that. I'm guessing they'll empty that trailer and we'll have to go get it filled back up. So she's full of fuel. Tongue twister. And hire me on a worker there. We got 15 liters. So we need to go refill this. I probably won't do it this time. This truck just got a heck of a stance on it. I like it. Actually, you know what I can do? Come right on over here. Get it in there. Just fill it up from here. 15,000 liters. That's the max I can get. Yep. Buy. Yes. So I had to run all the way to town. Heck yeah. See if that's close enough. It is. Gotta love it. Big brain idea there. %. Let's start this guy up. Then we'll get him out of there. While we're at it, I suppose we ought to fill this thing up. Let's make a refueling break. While it's filling this one up. Be sweet if those numbers actually work. I wonder how many liters this would fill. Over here where that one's filling. Try her one more time. Hey, look at there. So we're filling both things at the same time. That's the kind of stuff I like to see right there. You know, everything else don't work worth a damn, but little stuff like that just, you know, tickles me pink. This thing holds a lot. Proof right there, it takes a lot of money to run a big time operation. That stuff isn't cheap, I know that. Pull this thing off over here in the shade. Yeah, that thing. Well, shut it off. Just got done talking about fuel. And this, we are full again. Overseas got a full tank of grain. That one's stopped, okay, so we'll get that one first. Never fails. Always on that side. I was wondering why we weren't going nowhere fast. Might help if I grab a gear or two. running again. And get going. And let's go unload the other one. Come over here and we're going to get him unloaded. I think I'm going to call the stream right here. It is getting pretty late. And I've got some time tomorrow. I will be able to get back on here. And we'll jump on this field and finish it out. Hope you all enjoyed. Sweden, hopefully we got a lot of questions answered for you. Good to talk to you like usual. But I'm getting pretty tired. Like I said, we're going to knock out a lot tomorrow. I've got some time. And probably around, I don't know, midday my time. So whatever that works out for you, if you can come, that would be great. And join in. Love having you. But till then, we're going to catch you next time. Thank you again. Like and subscribe if you're out there. And just keep on trucking, doing it.